Hello everyone! Welcome, welcome, welcome. Sorry for the delay getting started today. Just trying to get things prepared and just ran a little behind, but excited to be here. Hey Optimus, happy Super Dungeon Designer Sunday to you as well. Hey Weasborg, thanks for swinging by. Appreciate you being here. You got ads for Depends. Well, sorry about that. I could have sworn I turned ads off, but I think Twitch runs some by default. I don't know. We'll say you had a mod that was uploaded at 17.3 megabytes. Okay. We'll check that out. We'll see what's going on there. Alright, well, we've got a lot to do today. Thomas has been busy, which is good, but it means I'm behind. So we have a lot of testing to do. Might be a 1.1 to 1.5, maybe? Okay. We have a bunch of enhancements, bunch of bug fixes, and cool stuff to do some testing on, so we're going to check that out. And we also have a new enemy variant to test, so excited to test around with that. Sanjay's been working on that, so excited to do some playing around with it. We'll show it off a little later. And then I don't think we'll be able to get to dungeons today because we have so much to do. But I saw that there have been a lot of dungeons popping up, so yeah, we'll definitely try to hit some of those next week, and if by some miracle we get through all of this testing pretty quick, then we'll hop in and do some dungeons, but we shall see. We've got an action-packed stream today, so let's go ahead and jump on in. Don't play yours? Okay. Yeah, I saw you, you uploaded a tricky one. I am excited to check that out at some point here. Alright, does Steam have a beta test side? Yeah, you can do play tests. We actually were running play tests before we launched. And you get like a different build. I'm pretty sure once you're in early access you can still do something like that, but the first thing that I want to show off, and we'll be kind of testing this throughout the stream. Thomas did some fixes on optimizing dungeons so that there's less frame drops, because I know there were some dungeons that were causing some frame rate issues, so that's been fixed, but it involved a pretty major change, so we're going to do lots of testing just throughout today on that, and then I'll probably circle back and try to do some really specific testing on it, but it has to do with like moving things that move were causing some frame rate issues, so we'll come back and do some testing on that stuff. But we're gonna start by showcasing the new loading screen. Spent 2.5 hours at least on the Triforce level. Wow. Dang, Sanjay. Sanjay, how long did it take you to make that dungeon? It's taken people 2.5 hours to beat. Alright. Let's show off the new loading screen. It should pop up here when I click on Build New. It's going to be really quick, right, because my computer's good. But let's find a big dungeon to load. You might have caught it there. Let's go to, where's good old Adam's Dungeon. Castle of the Chromatic King. It's probably way down. That's another thing that we have in the backlog, is to add some search options to My dungeons and downloaded dungeons. About a month on and off. Wow. Dang. That's awesome. There it is. Okay, way at the bottom. All right. So, new loading screen's really cool. Matt did an awesome job on these. One second. Okay. So you can see it's got like, here's one where the player is kind of teleporting out. They're all static, but just kind of nicer than the loading screen that we had before. It will randomly change each time that you load up a new something. So that one showed the player teleporting. This one's got the player grabbing a bat. Hope you liked it. Yeah. I would hope after 2.5 hours they found some joy. So I'm going to do some quick reloads here just to make sure everything's popping up okay. I think it's truly random each time, or it might be going through a list. Player getting a key. Hey, Matt. Thanks for swinging by. We're showing off your loading screens. Making sure they load up good. So here's one with the player collecting some hearts. Looks good. Oh, I realized my chat box is kind of in the way, huh? Well, you can see. But I'll at least turn the chat box off for this. We'll leave the chat on. Gooey running from a bomb. Run, Gooey, run! I didn't see this one. That one's good. The Gooey with the sword facing off against Lynette. Who's the real main character? Oh, got the same one again. So yeah, I think it is fully random. And maybe we've just been getting lucky that we haven't been getting duplicates. Or we found a bug and we reached the bottom of the list. But I know there's some that we haven't seen yet, because there's a couple of cool ones that I didn't see pop up. There's one. Shooting at the ghost. The spoople. Grate where Gooey falls in. Yeah, that would be fun. They melt through the grate. One with the player getting shocked. Okay, so it looks like these are working. I think at this point we'll move on, and kind of as we're testing other things, more of these are going to pop up. So we'll see more of them throughout the stream. But yeah, seems to be working good. Because we'll want to test to see that they're popping up everywhere the loading screen did. Which I think is mainly just on dungeon load and when you load up build mode. Because yeah, everywhere else doesn't have a loading screen like here. If you go to online dungeons. Yeah, we got a lot of dungeons to get to next time. The list is growing. It's beautiful. Okay. We didn't have a stream last week. We pushed that update with commenting. And another thing that was pushed with that is that we gave Scout a voice. So if you haven't been in the tutorials, you might not have seen this. We also added tutorials for different switches. So good for new players to kind of explain how switches work. Let's listen to some Scout. Oh shoot, I don't have the updated I don't have the updated sound banks. Hang on. Oh, that's hilarious. Alright, you know what? We'll show that off next week. Ignore the deep, scary voice. That is not how he sounds. We'll test that next time, because I have to grab the sound banks and then create a new build again, so we'll worry about that next time. Or maybe I'll leave it. I kind of like deep, scary voice Scout. Alright, next thing to show off. Was that Charlie Brown's teacher? Yeah. Next thing to show off, if you click on a dungeon, and then you'll see now when you hover over the player's name or their icon, it looks clickable, changes color a little bit. You can click these now, and it will give you a list of every dungeon that that creator has made. So it will auto search by creator. What gas do you inhale to make your voice deeper? I don't know. Negative helium? Is that a thing? Hexafluoride. Okay, there you go. So, kind of nice. A way finally to search by creator. So you just have to at least find one of their dungeons. You can search by the creator's ID, which is a little tricky, but your ID is listed on any dungeon that you upload. Sorry, up here. So if you want to share your ID with people, you can, and then they can search by your ID. Oh, is that not working right now? Okay. Well, never mind. Well, let's try it with my ID. All right. 110249114. So if I go 10249, whoops, 914. Okay, looks like it worked for me. I think these are all squish dungeons. Yeah. So that's cool. Yeah, so there is a way to search by creator ID. You can type in the ID number, which displays when you click on your name. And you can search by dungeon ID too if you share individual dungeon IDs. So yeah, it seems to be working. Sanjay has exactly 10 dungeons uploaded. So if you want to go play all of Optimus's dungeons, or all of Weasborg's dungeons, you can click on their name. Go play them. Alright, cool. I think that's good. We'll call it good. Oh, it's the dungeon ID that isn't working? Okay. Well, let's try that really quick. 4777161. Oh, yeah, you're right. Okay. So yeah, dungeon ID is not working right now. More to come on that. But you can search by creator name. Creator ID. Sorry. Or dungeon name. Oh, that one's on the kid computer. Okay. Well, you can check out Fervid Veneration's dungeons. Go play Chip's Challenge. Alright. Coming back from playing online dungeons starts you on page 1 of the dungeon list. Okay. So if you were searching for a dungeon to play, so right now I'm on page 6 of new dungeons. If I play this, love that loading screen. So now if I go back to online dungeons, cool, we're still on page 6. So let's see if you beat a dungeon. So let's do a quick one. I always go to where is it? Hall of Mirrors, because it's really short. We're on page 31. Hey, Tinspin. Thanks for coming by. How do we store these on the back end? We're using a service called mod.io for dungeon uploading. Okay, cool. So yeah, it saves your page now. It looks like it stays even if you click off the tab too. Page 29. Okay, so yeah, even if you go to the main menu and come back in, you're still on that page. I think that's cool. If I quit the game, I think in that scenario, I would expect it to go back to 1. Let's see. It's so quiet. Oh, you know what? I need to put my chat box back. What if a bunch of uploads come in? Does the page or contents shift? It's a good question. Oh yeah, I think it's JSON. Thomas would know, or Sanjay, for sure. Yeah, I think in the case that the content shift, I think that's okay. Yeah, it looks like it did reset to number 1. All right, let's say we go to weekly for most liked, and I'm on page 2. Okay, looks like it saves that info too. All right, I'm calling it good. That's a nice change. Okay, we had a card about having the preview window still up if you hit play from here, but it looks like we weren't able to implement that, but it'll still bring you back to the same page. Okay. Which we just saw from playing through this dungeon real quick. Okay, yeah, so it doesn't keep the dungeon screen pulled up. What brings you back here? I might move this card back so we can discuss it, because that might be a nice enhancement for the future. Or actually, I'll put a new card in polish. Don't think it's needed since you can comment on the end card screen. Yeah, for sure. You can also leave a like there, so that's super important. Okay, update thumbnail view so all description text is readable. So for a while, dungeon preview text would get cut off, and I think Dungeon of the Sky was an example of that. So this text used to not fit. It would get cut off like right here. And it will now resize to fit everything. So to test that, let's upload a dungeon with a bunch of W's. In the description. Because W's take up a lot of space. Looks like that's the biggest we can make it. Wasn't there a limit like 50? Yeah, that sounds right. There's definitely a limit. Alright, so we can see... Huh, I guess that's not a great example. There must be a word limit, not a character limit. Or there must be a... Yeah, there must be a word limit, not a character limit. Okay, that is actually where it cut off, so it looks like it's cutting off, but it's not. Okay. Huh. I wonder if we shortened the description length recently. And maybe I didn't realize. Because this dungeon looks to have a longer title. Let me see if I can write all of that. I'm including the typos. Includes arrows. Mini boss. Oh. Yeah, huh. That dungeon description is longer. So at some point we shortened it, I guess. I don't know if that's necessary. Or at least we should make it a little longer. Okay. We'll look into that. Because, yeah, that dungeon in the sky text fits okay, so I don't see any reason not to allow at least that much space. You know, go all the way up to maybe 3 rows. Okay, we'll look into that. Took me a while to figure out how to type a Thorn character on a Mac to get it properly smiley with tongue centered, but it was worth it. Nice. That's fun. Alright, let me really quick delete my test over here. All right, let's keep the party going. All right. Blue icons in the left and right menu appear on top of tooltips in build mode. This bug was reported October 14th of 2023. So it has been in the game for a while. So previously, a lot of these smaller bugs, it was like we had so many other pressing things going on. Okay, so this blue repeat symbol here was going over top of tooltips before. So now you can see the tooltip goes over top of it, and all is right in the world. Let's see if any other objects have it. Timer. Okay, cool. Looks good. Just a minor visual bug, nothing crazy. Love the new build music, it's so good. Alright, I think we're good. Okay, cool. I'm calling it good. Yeah, it's so relaxing. I actually, the other day while I was working my full-time job, I left build mode open and just listened to this music the whole day. Right. Okay, and then yeah, the text in the dungeon preview getting cut off. Did we have 2 cards for this? I guess we had 2 cards. Okay, so that fixed the description. It looks like the dungeon title was also getting cut off, so let's look. We have an example image here. It's actually from one of Matt's dungeons. It was a one-room challenge. This one. Previously, this title was being cut off, like right here. So that's cool. Let's see if we can make a really long dungeon name. If you want to hear an annoying sound, fill a 20 by 24 grid with pits in 1 click. Oh boy. Alright everyone, cover your ears. Wow, that expanded better. The lag I think, from this lag branch. Worked. Okay, anyway. I mean, honestly, it really matches what happened. Because, like, we created a giant pit. I love it. I don't know what you're talking about. I think that's amazing. Yeah, let's see how long the title name is. Ooh, connection error. Oh, you know what? It's because I uploaded this one and then deleted it. Manually deleting on mod.io website leads to some complications, so we're still working on an in-game delete feature. Okay, so it does still get cut off on the Dungeon Conquered screen, which I think we should probably fix, because there's so much room there. Let's hit upload too. Let's see. Could have to do with the multiplayer layout. Yeah, good point. Yeah, we'll test it with multiplayer too. It's building one of the chips levels. I wanted to fill in another section with pits, and it didn't consider the blocks as walls. So replace the entire map with pits. I guess that may have made it more annoying. Oh, okay, yeah. It looks like this actually got truncated because I had another letter here, I thought. Hang on. Yeah, put in a title. Okay. Put a reference image in here. I think that one still needs a little work. But yeah, you're right about the results screen. Let's add some players. Yeah, so I think we need a second line, maybe. Oh, hold on. Someone's at the door. I will be right back. Alright, I've been thoroughly swatted. That's the last thing they say in scary movies. Alright. Thomas, if you're watching the VOD later, I'm sorry. I'm putting a ton of images on this card just to capture all this. All right. Let me once again delete my test dungeon. I guess I'll wait till the end to delete this because I'm still doing stuff with it. Actually, did I ever actually upload it? I did. Okay. Yeah. All right. A few things to fix up there. That's why we test. Cannot for grapple, frog statue, or chest while moving perpendicular on conveyor. Okay. So this bug made it difficult, if not impossible, to frog grapple while moving on a conveyor. Alright, so before, this was the setup on the card here. So left and right, you could frog grapple. You could grab these, but if you're moving on the conveyor, you couldn't grab anything above you or below you with the frog glove. So it looks like that has been fixed. Let's test it out. Put a frog up top. Yeah, probably good to test both. Good call. Actually, let's do this. There we go. Test a little of everything. Okay, so no problem doing that. Is there anything for grappleable that moves on a conveyor belt? I don't think chests don't move, right? Yeah. Okay. But we should test this. Okay, and then so before you could not for grapple these targets. And if my aim was better, there we go. Now you can. Very nice. It's kind of cool. You could have like a thing with like should make the February challenge level so much nicer now. Yeah, for sure. Speaking of that challenge, sorry we've been delayed on picking the winner. That will be coming soon, and we will have information on the next creator challenge really soon as well, so stay tuned. The March creator challenge will be coming. I've been out of town and dealing with a lot of stuff, so a little behind on things, but that will be coming soon. Ready? 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 Ah. Dang it. Alright, this is too hard. Oh, it didn't grab it. You know what? I think it's getting stuck between the statues. I think this actually doesn't work. Okay, yeah, it does get... Oh, no, there is actually a small space where you can do this. Hold on. Dang it. Too early. Okay, it is possible, huh? That would be a devilish puzzle. Yeah, hoping we can get this lag fix pushed, for sure. Alright, I'm not going to spend all day doing that. But, cool. Yeah, Frog Glove's looking good. Happy with all that. Is there anything else you can for grapple? I think it's just those two things. You can bring this to you, but you can't go towards it. Don't think we did it for crates, right? You break things. Yeah. Okay. Tongue hit the wall, then brought the key back. Yeah, that was interesting. Yeah, bombs you can grab. I'm just looking for things that pull you towards them, which I think that's it. Just those things. So yeah, it looks good. Oh, interesting. Okay, so there was a bug with Scout where you could keep buying a stacked item even if your inventory was full. So if you had 25 gold, Scout had, say, some arrows for sale. What's the max for arrows? 20. Alright, let's say there's 50 arrows here. You've got 25 gold, it costs 1 gold. Buy it. Now I'm full on arrows. What is that? Do you see that? Hang on, let me hide this to show it. That is so weird. There's like a little number 30. Oh, thank you. Right here. What is that? Look at this. What is that? Why is it there? Why does it... What's happening? I don't know. Oh, I gotta fix this. I broke it. Alright, there we go. Hold on. Okay, if I move. Okay, it moves with UI. What the heck is that? Alright, anyway, what I was trying to test. Previously, you could keep buying arrows even if you were at max. So right now... shoot, you can't see how many arrows I have because I don't have a bow. Let me go back. Okay, so my max arrows, I've got 20. 25 gold went to 24. Okay, can't keep buying, so good. If I shoot one, they're already bought, I just grab them from the stack. Okay. Oh wait, this number's changing. It's counting my arrows. It says 5, 4, 3, 2. Now it's gone. Oh, it's counting how many arrows are on the carpet. So I think that number is supposed to be on here. It's not showing properly. Wow, that's crazy. Yeah, it's the stack number. Exactly. Let me... Okay. Oh, and here's the gold. So yeah, stack numbers are broken. Okay. Got it. Take a screenshot of this. I'm just gonna post it in our Discord for now. I'll come back and make a bug for it. Interesting. Okay, but the bug is fixed. We just have a new bug. Alright, new loading screen. I think that one's good. I'm happy moving that one over. We'll keep testing it as we go through. Add the poof effect when you delete an item or an enemy from a container. The poof sound effect should also play. Nice to have a visual effect to go with the sound. You can use the same poof when you delete something. Okay, so this will require a bit of testing. If you have something in a container and you delete it, it now poofs. That looks good. Nice. Scouts, carpet. I think that always did that. Alright, now this is the fun part where I test every container in the game. If you're watching on YouTube, this would be a good time to go to 1.5 speed or double speed. Just make sure that's not affected. Okay. Stacked items, yeah, that's a good thing to call. Okay, so we've got a stack. Delete, it's gone. Cool. All right. Enemies are containers. Another change you'll notice is the enemy sizes were adjusted in the menu, so the bat is much bigger, easier to see. Alright, containers. We discussed making the cracked block a container someday. It's not a container yet, but maybe someday. Tables are always mischievous. So many containers. What about razors pushing a non-movable cracked block? Is that still in the list to fix? I don't know. We'll find out. I'll have to take a look. Alright, some rubble. Those should be the same, but I'm just grabbing them anyway. Alright, I think that's everything. Pretty sure. Actually curious to see how tables are going to work. Should be fine though. Alright. Delete test. Poof, 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 poof. There was one thing I wanted to check, that on the tall ones it, you know, poofed in the right spot. I'm gonna try putting an enemy in one of these two. Okay, so it looks like the poof is under the tree brush there, so make a note about that. Big tree. You can get a screenshot of that. Oops, just like this. Oops. Wait. What did I do? Huh. Oh, that's interesting. Huh. Okay. If I click into the game without it being active, like if I click on OBS, then I click in the game, like see how I don't have the highlight bar? It just deletes the object. Kind of a weird fringe case, but... Okay. Made a note. Yeah, it's a niche thing, and it's also not really related to this. But make a note in case it's something that we can do something about. Yeah, no enemies in trees. I think we just wanted it to be items. Enemies could be cool, though, to think about that. Okay, so if you click on... It's funny. Yeah, it's not quite lined up right for tables. I'll make a note. Alright, noted. Mouse capture doesn't stick when I use controllers, then click with the mouse. I have to click the interface first or click the button twice. Yeah. And I don't know if that's just how it is or if it's something we can fix, but I've noticed that too. Alright, otherwise it looks good. Take a look at those few things. Alright, this one's kind of cool. This is actually some somewhat new functionality here. You can now place transparent cubes over pits. The crowd goes wild. Okay, so it doesn't work for voids, just pits. And I'm okay with it. Moving it over a pit. Good call. Looks good. I was really on the fence about this one. Other transparent things like eyes. Yeah, that's a good question. Yep, let's go over pits. I was really on the fence about this because it does create some scenarios where, like, maybe the player has the dash boots and they need to dash here to, like, open a door or something. Actually, I'm curious if that would even work, because I don't know if it would detect it long enough. Let's find out. Okay, it does. So, but like there's so many other things that you can do in the game that are tricky like that, that I think it's fine. We're just gonna... You know, it's on the designer to make a good dungeon, so... If you're doing tricky stuff like this and people don't like it, then they won't like your dungeon. It's out of our hands, that's right. I say usage for along the edges, but some middle switches would not hit. Being able to toggle / show bridges or floor over a pit could be interesting. Yeah, could be neat. Yeah, it's always a little scary because it's like you introduce something like this and now anytime someone sees a pit, they're going to have to try and fall in it, you know, to like solve a puzzle. If there's like, if you're stuck, now you might go back and try to fall in every pit in the dungeon, right? But again, you know, we don't want to put in features that actively try to like fix bad designs. Like you just need to design a good dungeon, you know? So it is what it is. Yeah, it could be a way to detect death, yep. You know, if you really wanted, you could have like a... If a player fails your puzzle, you could force them into a room where they have to fall in a pit, force them to get a death, if you really wanted to do that. What about repeaters? Do they just trigger as they fall through, then untrigger? Yeah, we gotta test those. So you can have a... You have a room like this. Sorry, I had to ban that person. So you got a room like this where you got a sign and it says red, green, yellow, and then now I know I need to fall in these pits in order. Fall in the red pit, then the green pit, then the yellow. And I get a heart. So that's cool. But yeah, let's test the repeating variant. Oh, interesting. It triggered while I was falling, and then it untriggered when I spawned in. Yeah, makes sense, right? It's like you're weighing it down while you're in the pit. And if you don't want it to do that, you know, you can set it to only trigger once. Controls here. Okay, should be these and this and this. Okay. That's kind of funny. I mean, that has nothing to do with the... So if I restart, just one player falls in each, it should not trigger. Because we use the repeat. So yeah, that's kind of neat. Huh. I wonder... Is there anything you can get close to a pit to trigger it? So if I put a statue Do a fun thing with conveyors and blocks. Do razors still hit pits? Yeah, pretty sure they do. Yeah, I think this is gonna trigger him. Oops. Dang it. No, maybe not. There we go. That's kind of crazy, actually. To get it like right on the edge. Yeah, definitely some troll level stuff. You know, and like Mario Maker's full of people using mechanics in weird ways, you know, so. It's one thing as developers of the game is like trying to let go of that, like, I don't want players to make dungeons this way, you know. You gotta just give them the tools and see what people make. Let's see, what else? I think what else is unique about pits. Items don't weigh down switches, so if you know, push an item or an enemy into a pit, it should not trigger. So I have a sword. Oh, duh. That wrong bomb. What am I doing? Alright. Lit bomb is what I need. I'm so tired. I got like 6 hours of sleep. Cool. Can you trigger it without falling in? Doesn't look like it, so that's good. Hang on. I want to play with that a little more just to make sure. Oops. Oh, you can. Hmm. Yeah, from beneath. But it looks like only from beneath. I think that should probably be fixed. That big noggin triggers it. Yeah, exactly. As Thomas likes to say, 2.5D is hard, yeah. Because, you know, the player's hitbox is like here. Right? So when you're here, that's like in the pit. When you're here, it's not. Razors trigger those early too? Okay. Yeah, it's weird, because, like, the act of falling in the pit is kind of what we're looking at as what's triggering the switch, right? But, I mean, this is the same as this. So yeah, it might just need to be scaled back in general from the bottom. Yeah, it's kind of weird because, again, it's the whole 2.5D thing, because the invisible switch is basically just a floor switch. It takes the floor switch and just gives you a different look. It's an invisible floor switch. Yeah, I guess it doesn't really feel like I should be triggering this, right? Because my feet aren't on it. So yeah, I think we need to scale back all of these just a little bit. I think that makes sense. That'll require some thorough testing, but interesting. Staying triggered after the stool went. Oh, it was a single. That's why. Never mind. I thought that was a oh no, it is a repeat. Huh. Yeah, some margin all around would probably be helpful. Yep. Okay, that's how I thought it was supposed to work. Turns on, turns off. Huh. Stool keeps it pushed down. I guess the stool isn't being despawned or something. look into the stool. Yeah, blocks and statues. There's always a can of worms. I wonder if you could fall down a pit to trigger a warp this way and then respawn on top of the warp. You can't respawn on a warp. It's not considered a safe tile. You can only respawn on safe tiles. Sorry, I know you want the multi-floor solution. We're working on it. Okay. Looks like blocks are good. Oh, statues are the same. Okay. No, didn't show the new enemy yet. That's coming. You're just in time. Normal block on a conveyor, that's a good one. Try that. Yep, that works. What the heck? A cracked block keeps it? Come on. What is going on here? Maybe it's the angle. Hang on. I think it might be the angle. I was coming from the right. It is the angle. Wait. Oh my god, what is happening? Hang on, let me look at the player log. Yeah, there's a lot going on here. Yeah, that could be it. It could just be once one fails. So okay, left one didn't work. Top one worked. Right one didn't work. Okay, top and bottom seem good. Left and right are broken. Oh, wait. I'm throwing my player log in Discord, Thomas, if you're watching the VOD later. I saw some translating 0 errors in there. There are no rules, yeah. I'll have to do more testing on this with Thomas. We'll come back to it. There's definitely some funkiness going on. Okay. Yeah, this might be related to the lag fix. There was some issues with movable stuff, so this is the problem with testing multiple things at once. It's hard to tell what is from what. Alright, let's keep going, because I still have a lot to get through. Oh my gosh. Okay. We're going to get through at least a couple more of these, and then I'll show off the new enemy, and then we'll come back and I'll finish up some more. Just that people aren't waiting any longer for the enemy. Yep, just gotta get rid of the funk. That's how it goes. Oh, this one's interesting. When you're at Scout Shop and you bring up the pause menu, the quantity of trophies you've collected doesn't appear. I like the little rats. Okay. So I see it. 0 trophies. So I guess before, if you were here, it wouldn't show your trophies. And I think it had to do with the gold not displaying. Right, because when you come up to Scout's Rug, your gold pops up here to show you how much gold you have. And I think that was carrying over and then not showing this. So yeah, that's crazy how stacks got messed up and they're displaying like way over here. I wonder what happened. Nope, gold's not displaying. Okay, cool. Looks like that's fixed. Still have to fix the bug where the gold sometimes doesn't display when you get near the shop. We don't really know what's going on there, but this appears fixed. Alright, invisible objects appear in dungeon preview image. So I don't think this will fix any existing dungeon preview images, but for any going forward, we've removed some invisible objects from being seen in the dungeon preview. Because they shouldn't be. Gives away your dungeon. So if you had an item that's linked to, that was being shown. Selected door line. Okay, so if you had a door, that was being shown, the door line. door labels for wells were being shown. We'll have to test those separately. Quantity displays. This one we can't really test because it's broken. Oh no, never mind. It's working. It was just for gold that it was displaying. Gold and stuff on Scout's carpet were displaying in the corner. But for stacks, we're good. Razor speeds were also showing. Or direction. Or no, yeah, speeds. Okay. So now, if I go to preview image, all that stuff's hidden, yay! You can still see the landing spot, but I think it's fine. That looks good. Had that with the chips level, it showed all the trophies and one showed a trigger line. Yeah, so those should be gone now. So, little bit of a pain, but you can re-upload your dungeon and it'll fix the preview image. If you have to reset the preview image, I think, and then you can re-upload it. Door lines. Cool. That looks good to me. I'm not going to test every single object. If we run into other things that should be hidden, we will find them as we go. Oh, there were a few things that were specific to this card. Let me make sure those don't show. So, symbols for torches and arrow traps. Yep. So, these were showing before. Oops. One line. Okay, that should cover most things. Okay, cool. So yeah, now you can't see the durations on anything in the preview image. Very nice. Resets the image with edits to the room. Oh, right. Yeah, because the image is just capturing a live picture. Yeah, like if I move this out of the way, it's moved. Yeah, you're right. Which I kind of like that we did it that way, because if you make changes to your dungeon and then upload it that way, they're visible. It's not just a screenshot. Okay, this one looks good. The comment button on the pause screen is not centered. Okay, it's a quick one we can test. Okay, centered now. Hooray. Looks good. Okay, and then we had an old bug for not being able to leave likes on online dungeons. Still some funkiness with that Thomas is looking into, but for the most part it's working. So You have to give it a second. You'll see. Let me make sure I'll check the player log here. Yeah, maybe it is broken. It also might be because I'm not on the Steam build. I'm on a dev build. And that might be affecting my ability to do this. You were saying. Download levels seem to get out of sync too. If you play the online version, then edit, you will want to delete the download. Yeah, that's a good point. Let's see. Okay, yeah, we'll look into this. I saw an error in my player log, so I shared it in our chat. Figure out what's going on. I don't know if it's because I'm on a dev build or not, but you can see it counted the like. It's just not displaying properly, so we'll look into that. Alright, this one's quick and easy to test. And then we will show off the new enemy variant. So there's a statue variant that had a little speck of sprite sheet stuck to it. It was this guy. So it's just like a little black speck right here, and that's gone now. There's no more mysterious black speck around this guy. That's interesting. If you run at a statue at an angle, it pushes it to the other side. Make a note of that. But yeah, this is fixed. Alright, who wants to see a new enemy variant? I do, said everyone in the chat. Alright, folks. Yeah, see how this is like moving left? I think that's related to the lag fix, so I made a note of that. Actually wonder... Yeah, the slipping off of the statue is something I want to look at. That's interesting. I made the movements. Okay. Yeah, it seems like the blocks are okay. But yeah, before I show the enemy, really quick, do want to show the improvement here for the lag. So we're still figuring out some funkiness with this because it affected pushables a little bit, but it looks like it's mostly fixed. But 7th hour is a really good one to demonstrate this. This level lagged a lot when you first were playing it, and now you'll see it's much improved. Like, this beginning screen used to lag pretty bad right here. And it's probably a little hard to tell over stream, but there's like no lag here. This is pretty much fixed. So yeah, there's like no stutter. So the fix is working, just gotta work out some of the kinks. Alright, let's swap over and show a new enemy variant. And then I'll come back and finish up some of this testing. Might not even get through all of it, there's so much here. Oh, some of it's really quick, so we'll get through it, we'll get through it. Alright, the new enemy is coming. One moment. Build is loading. It takes a minute when it's a new build. I don't know why. There we go. Oh, hang on. Where'd my chat box go? Why does this keep happening? Here we go. Alright. So we have a new enemy variant introducing the very small, that needs fixed, red Lizark. So the that's funny. Let me make a note of that. Testing notes. Menu image is small. Does not have the Scout voice, I wish. But here it is. So it's a really cool color swap. I like what Matt did here. We have the yellow skin of the lizard with blue eyes and the red cape. We had a few different ones that we looked through for this. And yeah, it's a variant, so not a ton of difference here, but as you might expect, well, first of all, it moves a lot faster. So it's a much faster moving enemy, which makes it a little trickier. But can you guess what kind of arrows it shoots? That's right, fire. And the arrows shoot faster too. So he's all around just a tougher Lizark. Like those arrows, you really gotta dodge. But, as you might expect, because he's shooting fire arrows, they can be used for puzzles. So, if you have an unlit torch, or a series of unlit torches, and you can see the fire lights up in the dark. Ah! There we go. Let's see if we can trick him over here. Glow around it? Maybe. Yeah, maybe around the bow. That'd be cool. Come on. You gotta RNG your way this way at some point. Alright, he's not not cooperating. But yeah, so now you've got a couple options for Lizarks you can put around. And of course, by design, the enemies don't hurt each other, because that would make things a little too easy. at least for the lizards. So you can see the difference between the arrows here. Speed difference is crazy. They've got an upgraded model of crossbow, the latest model. Last dungeon really confuses the red blobs. Just had one running in a corner with an angry face. Yeah. We'll have to check it out. So yeah, and of course, triangle blocks work with these too. Come on, get back up. Oh yeah, that's right. If they reflect off the triangle block, it does damage the enemy. And we did that on purpose. So yeah, pretty exciting. You know, even if it is just a variant, excited to get another enemy in the game. Should function like a container, like any enemy. Yep. Should fall in pits. Although, doesn't that look right? Yeah, okay, I guess when its arrows out, it looks a little weird, but... Is the fire arrows double damage, and do they take up full square so you can't dodge an arrow? You can still dodge these in an arrow haul. We're working on a different full tile projectile, so we'll have more info on that soon. Oh, the spin was off center, wasn't it? Yeah, you're right. Okay. Make a note of that. And yeah, they do 1 heart of damage, which I think is double. Don't the Lizards do half heart? Oh, it is 1 heart. Okay. So same damage. Maybe we'll play around with that. Maybe we'll see if they can do like a heart and a half or something. People are paying attention. There was a preview for the next enemy earlier in the stream. Ah. Well, I did a couple months ago tell all the Kickstarters about the new enemies coming up, so they already know. Yeah. Is it? It's the same spin, right? It's kind of like a... It looked like the green one was spinning more centered. Well. Yeah, green one's a little more centered, I think. That was weird. He spun facing the other way. Huh. Oh, you know what I think's happening? He's spinning faster. Because he moves faster, and I think it's translating his movement. I think it's fine. All right. Yeah, side by side's a little tough. Do that, and then we can come here. So arrows. Okay. No, stay where you are. That. Okay, that was the same for that way. I guess it looked pretty much the same, right? Yeah, it's the same. It's the same. Okay. All right. So yeah, a little bit of cleanup to do, but it's pretty much ready. There's his little icon. Always exciting to get another enemy in the game. And then we're working on some non-variants, some actual full enemies coming up pretty soon. Yeah, it's a little weird. I don't know what's going on. I think it has to do with the faster speed. Oh, something's wrong with the hit animation. Oh yeah, he's like hopping. Yeah, he hovers in the air after he's hit. Okay, made a note of that. That's a weird one. I think it's only when you hit him from that way, yeah. From the bottom. Oh no, okay, yeah, it's when he's facing this way. Yeah, he's using the force. Yeah, he's got hover boots from Ocarina of Time. Also, I just noticed. Do you see a little black speck on the Lizard's tail? There's a frame where there's a little speck when it faces this way. It's right here. Is that old? It's been there a long time? Okay. As long as we have a card for it, it's not a huge deal, so. What else? It should, the fire arrow, I think, should hurt Spooples. Oh, that's right. The arrows from Lizards don't hurt them, right? Yeah, maybe we should have it hurt them. We're a little inconsistent with the damage, but we didn't want enemies to be attacking each other too much because it just makes things way too easy. If all the enemies can just shoot at each other. Did the red one clean up the speck? Probably. Yep, I don't see it. Yeah. I like the idea of being consistent with the fire. Yeah, he doesn't affect the ghost at all. Spookle. Yeah, I'm pretty sure the statue fire does, though. So it makes sense that the other fire should. Yeah. Oh, although it only triggers them, it doesn't defeat them. This probably should defeat them too, if we're gonna go that route. We're only killing devil form. We'll have to think about it. Be a good thing to discuss. Okay. Well, yeah. Couple things to adjust there, but otherwise, pretty excited for this one. I'm actually curious. Can you outrun an arrow with dash boots? Yeah, the lantern is holy fire. That's why it destroys without, you know, needing a fire source. But that's a good point. Maybe it should... Oh yeah, you can't outrun the arrow. You can still dodge through it, though. Yeah, something to think about. You know, maybe we keep that as something unique to the lantern. I don't know. We'll discuss tomorrow. All right. So that's the Lizark. I think he's coming along really good. Keep you posted. Hopefully I have an update soon. All right, I got 5 minutes. I'm going to try and finish up whatever I can here with the testing. I think there's a lot of little things, so should be able to get through those. Is there an item or block in the works that we can walk through but enemies can't, like mud or something? Technically, unactivated warps let you do that. Stairs. Wall stairs. But, yeah, I like that idea. That's something to think about for sure. We are going to have an enemy bait item, too, that can, like, lure enemies away. Which is a different thing than what you're asking, but kind of an interesting thing for manipulating enemies. Alright, few sound effects for Lip Balm gets cut off. This one was pretty old. I don't have the latest audio branch, so I don't know if this... I'm not going to test this right now. I'll test this next time. Okay, we have commenting. That's good. Looking for little things I can clear out. Some of this stuff I want to spend a little more time on. Okay, so yeah, we updated the enemy menu images. So the bat is bigger. The slimes are, I think, a little bigger too. The gooeys. Ghost is bigger. Statue, I think, is a little better centered, maybe. A little bigger. Flame's got a new one. And the Warthog. Yeah, those all look good. It feels weird seeing these two so big after I'm so used to how small they are, but I think it looks good in the menu. I'll call that one done. Oh, we got map icons for wells. That's a big one. Test that out real quick. Okay, so you can see a little well with an arrow pointing down, and in the key here you see wells and it shows arrow coming up, arrow pointing down. So where you come out of the well, where you go down. And then if we go to the other side here. It'll show only the well that you can go up. Because this is a one-way well, so it doesn't show you where that goes. Cool. I think those look good. Looks like they take up a lot of room. So that would be the only thing I want to test. If we put stuff around them. Yeah, it looks like the arrow does get cut off. me make a note of that. Okay. Otherwise, looks good. Nothing else to say there, really. Alright, here's a quick one. We updated the copyright. Take 1 second. 2025. Okay. Done. Moved the skull and the crate to the top of the decor menu. That's just a minor thing. And keeps it consistent with the forest theme and the ruins theme here. These are all containers. So, looks good. Enemy is pushed. Okay, last one that we're going to test tonight. Hey, Sanjay! It went good. We found a few minor things. The menu image is a little small, and what was the other thing? Oh, and when you hit him from below, so he's facing down, and you hit him, his on-hit animation, he kind of like hovers in the air for a second. So I added notes on the card, but that was it. It's working good otherwise. Really cool to see. Having a plus icon on the corner of containers could be helpful. That's a good idea. Something so players know it's a container. I like that a lot. I'm going to add that to the list. Either a plus icon or like an empty icon or something would be cool. I like it. Yeah, no problem. Thanks, Sanjay. Yeah, like that blue repeat icon, but just a big white plus would be cool. I like it. What else? Was I doing something? All right. I think that's it. I think we're going to call it there because I got to hop off. I have a few more things that I need to clear out, so we'll get through those. I'll either get through those this week or we'll do it next week. Really want to spend some time next week playing some dungeons because so many new dungeons have popped up. So, and we'll have some info on the new creator challenge soon as well. So, yeah, I think we'll call things there. Appreciate everybody hanging out. And I'll go ahead and play us out with the trailer. If you're new here, we stream Super Dungeon Designer on Sundays. Come swing by. It's usually around 5 o'clock or 5:30 Pacific time. And you can buy the game right now. It's in Steam Early Access, $14.99. Go pick it up, make some dungeons, upload them online. We'd love to see what you got. New Creator Challenge will be coming soon. Join us in the Discord. There's a link down below. That's where we chat between streams and share updates, details, all that fun stuff. And yeah, thanks. Appreciate everybody hanging out. This was a fun stream. Hope everyone has a good rest of your Sunday and a great week. We will see you next time. Thanks all. I love this music to play us out. So dramatic. All right. Thanks all. Have a good night.